Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and this is our Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 513. Welcome everybody. Hello, hello. To those of you who are regulars, thanks for being here, appreciate it. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the Scrapbooking Made Simple YouTube channel. We do 3 YouTubes a week. On Mondays and on Thursdays, we have a live chat at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday mornings are our full-length, commercial-free, technique-based classes where I bring you sometimes the latest and greatest from manufacturers, all while incorporating product you might already have in your crafty stash. They are always fun, they are always long, and they are always technique-based. But they're commercial free. Now today is a little different for me. I am very basic here. I'm my own camera person and my camera is literally hooked up to, it's not a phone, it's an actual video camera, a Sony cam. It's hooked up to a piece of plywood. It's about this long. It's like I don't know, 18 inches and it's a 6x2. That's it. My camera's clamped down, but my ring light went right behind it and I had one of those big ring lights. Well, because my classes are so long, because they're technique based, and we start from the beginning and we go all the way to the end, but because they are so long, like a class you would take at a local mom and pop retailer, if you were still lucky enough to have one, the lights started giving me migraines. I would get done and I couldn't see. It would be so bad. And then I have to drive home. Like right now, it's almost 8 p.m. sunny California time. That means I probably won't be done with this class until almost 11 p.m. And then I have to load it and drive home. And so we've changed my ring lights a little bit. Now I have one on this side and I have one on this side because I tried to move it myself and just put one there, but then all you saw was the side of my face and this was all shadowed. So we went and bought a second ring light and now it's not right in front of me anymore. And I'm hoping that will mitigate the headaches. Oh my gosh, I don't know how actors do it under those lights for hours and hours and hours. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how I'm lit. I could be blue and way too bright, or I might be all in shadow. Time will tell. I'll look when I'm all done and then I'll say, no, probably need to turn it up, or no, probably need to turn it down. Because I know if I turn them all the way up, I almost look like a ghost. I'm very pink. People, that's my skin tone, pink. So what do we have for you today? I have got the latest collection of Simply Defined kaleidoscope layering stencils. I do 2 stencils every other month. I was one of the first to come out with layering stencils way back when. Now they're all the rage, which is good. I'm glad that they're all the rage because it takes stencils to a whole new level for people. I also have a new Versus set, and the collection today is holiday. It is my one and only holiday stencil collection for the year. This is it. There's so much holiday coming from everywhere. It's coming left, it's coming left, it's coming right at me. I've got manufacturers, you know, they send emails to all of us retailers and all it is a holiday right now. So I've done these 2 layering stencils. Of course, they're value priced, but I'm gonna bring you, okay, I have a deal. I have a deal that is smoking hot. I'm gonna tell you right now. It is from Marvi Yoshida. The retail on it is $20.45 and your price is $5.99. Okay, so I'm giving you a heads up. There is a smoking hot deal coming your way. But today it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be something that is achievable by all levels of crafter. And those of you who are just starting, well, you're gonna be able to do this and feel accomplished and feel, when you finish it. And those of you who have been crafting like me forever, well, you're gonna be able to take these and you're gonna be able to jazz them up and make them even more than they are. You'll be able to take them to a whole nother level that eventually new crafters will get to, but we all have to start somewhere, right? Right. So these stencils are easy peasy. I have packed a lot into them. In fact, one of the sets really should have been a 6 stencil layering set, but I didn't want to make it 6 stencils because 6 stencils means I have to raise the price. So we crammed it all into 3. That's not the one I'm going to start with. But it is going to be a whole lot of fun today. Now, we always do a winner chicken dinner during our YouTubes, which means we have 2 winners that posted a comment below. Hello below, look down. Oh, Stacy, you know these gray hairs are a little finicky. You know, I'm just like, really, every time I look down, there's another gray hair. Whatever. But down, you post a comment below and you go into the chance to be a winner chicken dinner. We give away 2 prizes every week. It's a $25 gift card to Scrapbooking Made Simple. That's a wahoo ka-choo. And all you have to do is post a comment that's kind. Simple. Doesn't have to be much of anything. You can just say, had a great day, submit. That'll do. As long as it is kind, we will approve it. So you won't see your comment immediately. And again, we do pick 2 winners every single week via a random, our software has a random selection. We have software to pick these winners. Now, if you're watching this during the premiere, which is 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom, we have a live chat going on right now. So if you see people talking over here saying, hi Marcy, hi Linda, hi Jinky, hi Paula, hi Paulie, hi Gail, hi Joyce, hi Debbie, hi Deborah. If you see a live chat going on over there, well then you know you're watching this during the premiere of today's class. If you do not see a live chat going on over there, well, the class has already happened and we're just happy that you came back to take a look. And of course, you can find all the product that we're using today at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Some of this product you'll be able to find at a local independent retailer, but simply to find are my dies and my stencils, so they are exclusive here to Scrapbooking Made Simple. Now, winner chicken dinner, are you ready? Are you ready? Because live chat comments don't count, so you can't post in the live chat. You have to post below. People will say, I posted in the live chat, and I'm like, that didn't count. The live chat after the premiere goes away. The comments below stay. All right, so our first winner chicken dinner. Oh, I'm going to start with the easy one, and then the second one, who is usually, I believe she's on live chat. There's not a chance. I am dyslexic, just in case you didn't know. So if you ever see a posting like on Facebook or Instagram or Threads or YouTube, chances are there's a typo in it. Hello, I'm Stacy, severely dyslexic, and going to be 55 years old, and my eyes are not what they used to be. So just know that if you see it, I posted it. It's me. Hello. If you see a post that, or if you see a whole bunch of posts that have no typos in them, somebody hacked my account for sure. Okay, so our winners are, like I said, I'm gonna start with the easier one. Hello, Carol. Carol Rios. Is that it? Carol, did I get it right? Hello, Carol. You are a winner chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. Congratulations to you. I hope you enjoy your $25. The box is check marked, so I know it is already in your online account. Now, Carol, you were the easy peasy one. Sarah, not so much, but I love you, Sarah. I do, but holy smokes, artichokes. New win, okay, I'm not even gonna attempt it. I know better, I know myself. I can say the Sarah without any problem, and you can read your last name. If that is you, Sarah, I know you forgive me. I know you do, because you've got $25 to spend at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and you know that's an an easy way to say I tried. All right, Sarah and Carol, congratulations. The 2 of you, I hope you enjoy your winnings. If you want a chance to be a winner chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, you post a comment below, you wait for us to approve it, and then our software will randomly select 2 of you, and you just never know when it's going to be your name. or your turn, your name. I guarantee you these two ladies are jumping up and down and they're rewinding it and they're calling their spouse, they're calling their fur babies. They might even be calling their best friends to say, watch, she announced my name. Yes, yes, I did. So then we have to do the winner, winner, chicken dinner dance for them. Are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo for you. Congratulations to the both of you. I really do hope you enjoy your winnings and find something on our site that is just fabulous and makes your heart happy. All right, you guys. So today, what do we have today? Well, I've got the two new Simply Defined Kaleidoscope layering stencils. I've got a new Versus set for you. We are going to be playing with luster wax, and I think the place I'm going to start is with the value, the oh my gosh, holy smokes artichokes. You're never going to find these anywhere else for this price value on some Marvy Ushita pins that we've had in the past, but then they went away and now they're back, but they're back at a price because, well, apparently they have too many of them and this is the wrong packaging. I don't know. Whatever made them this price, I am not one to question a good thing. I'm the one to say, ship them all, and you know I did. So I'm going to tilt down. I'm going to show you a few samples first, and then we're going to get started for today. It is so good to see everybody. It's a little weird not having my light right in front of me, but I am hoping that I look okay. Don't tell me if I don't. I'll figure it out on my own. And that when I'm all done, I'm not like blinded with a massive migraine. Time will tell. All right, you guys, I'm gonna tilt on down and we're gonna get started for today. Are you ready? Wahoo ka-choo. Bye, everybody. All right, and then let's zoom on in. And let me get my trusty dusty glasses on so I can see what I'm doing, because I am going to be 55 in a few months, and well, it is what it is. My eyes used to be so good. It kind of made up for being dyslexic. I could see everything, but I couldn't spell a single thing. All right, so let's see. Here's my first. So this is a new layering stencil from Simply Defined. And then the girls put a sentiment in the center from Versus. Pretty, right? Trying to get an angle on it so you can see it. And the sentiment is, may the true spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light your path. That is part of the Versus sentiment set. Okay, so that's my first one. Oh, let's roll this a little closer to me. Hello. And then a second is here. Look at how pretty is this. So I'm gonna say, oh, it does. It's got a sentiment in it too. So we've got the stencil. This is part of the stencil. And then you open it up. And we've got a sentiment in the center. So these are the two layering stencils that we're going to be working with, and all the sentiments in the center of the card are from the Versus set. May your holidays sparkle with joy and laughter. All right, so but where I'm going to start is really with the Marvy Ushita glitter pins. So we've had these before, and they really are wonderful. But, well, they have too many of them, or they're the wrong packaging. I don't know. I don't ask. I just say, send them all. What are these? They're called Just Glitter. And that's exactly what they are. They are just glitter in a pen. Normally, when you have a pen that's glitter, the liquid that's inside the pen, the cylinder, has a color to it. And that color is what dictates the color of the pin. Usually the glitter is kind of a very fine sparkly, maybe a silver, and the liquid is what carries the color. These are completely different. These pens are clear. The inside liquid is completely clear, and every color comes from the glitter. All of the color comes from the glitter. There's no gold liquid in here to help enhance the glitter, whether that be a gold glitter or a silver glitter, whatever they put in there to, you know, other companies. These pins are amazing, but I only have them in the red, the gold, the green, the blue, and the purple. What's missing? Silver. Silver is missing, but we'll live without silver because these are $20.45 for all 5 of them. At Scrapbooking Made Simple, your price is $5.99. They only come in the bundle. We're not selling them open stock. You got to pop for the $5.99 because we've already done all the bundling. You're going to get them rubber banded. That's how we did our bundling. Now, I want to show you the colors and I want to show you how they work. So I'm going to start with black paper because they do look best on a darker paper. Today, we're going to be playing with inks and with luster waxes, and we're going to be putting them on top of that. But I do want to show you the colors. And can you put them on white paper? Yeah, I'll put them on white paper too. So you got to give them a good shake. And these are all sealed. I haven't used these yet, so I'm going to twist them open. And you will notice that the nib is completely dry. There's nothing on it at all. No glitter, no solution inside, nothing. You do have to give it a little starter. Now you don't want to push down so hard. You want to give it a couple little pumps, but not too much because this fills really quick. This loads super quick. I mean, I'm giving just a little push. See, look at that. It loads super quick. And once it's out, you can't put it back in. That's the sad part. So my purple is done. Now, in fact, maybe that's a good way for you to see it. As the liquid dries, can you see it's kind of got a milky base to it? As it dries, there's no purple in it. Everything you see is the actual glitter. There's no purple solution at all. And as it dries, that milkiness goes away and that purple comes through beautifully, and it's just glitter. And that's why they are called just glitter markers. Actually, these are the premium just glitters. So there's that beautiful purple. And let's see, let's get a good shake and twist. And now I've got green. And I'm going to do just a little bit of a press. You can see it coming down the chamber and starting to fill the nib. So less is more. Another small little press. I don't want to do too much because it'll just come right out, and it's starting to fill that nib. Let gravity, let gravity do its job. See, it's filled. There we go. That's all I needed. So there's my green. Would love to know what I did with my lid for my purple. It's got to be here somewhere. There's my green. And you can see that purple. Wow. And as that green dries, the solution that is carrying that glitter is going to just disappear. And all that will be left is that beautiful green glitter. Okay, let's do our next color. Let's do blue. Hope I didn't throw my lid away. And we've opened my blue and a little bit of a press. Yeah, just to get it going. Oh, okay. Let gravity do its thing. Oh, plenty of blue. Everybody goes, oh, when the blue comes in. It's like a fan favorite. So my blue, got a little dot there, but okay. And then we'll do my red. I'm gonna move my purple off to the side and grab another purple until I find that lid. So a little bit of a press. Oh, I can see it coming down. And once they're primed, if you put them away for a little while, you'll always have to come back and re-prime them and just press down just a little bit just to give it a little time to work into that nib. Yay! The colors are pretty amazing. And as that solution dries, it becomes transparent, leaving you just the glitter. And it doesn't wipe off. That solvent, or it can't be a solvent. It has to be some sort of an adhesive in here that dries completely clear, and then the glitter is ground fine enough to still be able to come through the nib without getting clogged. And then the last color I have for you is the gold. I keep looking in the trash to see if I threw away my my nib. Okay, a few little pushes. So for $5.99 to get all 5 pens, okay, if you've got kids, if you've got tweens, they are going to love these. These are going to be perfect for their stockings, for Hanukkah gifts. These are amazing, and the price is definitely right. So I'm gonna grab my purple. I'm gonna open one more because I still can't figure out what I did with that lid. And it's a purple lid too. How could have I lost that already? We're only 10 minutes in. Okay, just start it one more time. We'll start with purple and we'll end with purple. Start with purple, end with purple. All right, there's my top purple. So what do you think? Worth the $5.99? I think so. I think that for that price, it makes sense to have a couple sets that you just put away. They never go bad. They're a great product. They're by Marvi Yoshida. Can't do much better than that. And they make your heart happy with the colors. And they just add a little something to everything. Now I said I'd do them in white because the white does give you a different color. So the black, the darker colors are where they seriously pop. But does that mean you can't use them on white? No, you just have to know. It's going to be a little bit different. Now I did the white, I did the green. I did the blue. I did the red. And I did the gold. So they work on the white or on a lighter color. You may have to come in and perhaps add a second coat maybe if you want to get it darker. The glitter is still there, the solution still dries away clear, and what you're left with is literally pure glitter. So they do work on both, but I think that way you can see the difference, dark versus light. And again, for that price point, I just can't see how you can go wrong. All right, let me put those over to the side. So we're going to be playing with these today, but we're going to start with one of the stencils. And I'm going to start with the filigree ornament. It's a 3 stencil set, but really it's a 2 stencil set. You're like, wait, what? So there are 3 stencils to it. This is your base. This is always going to be your base. And then you can choose if you want to put filigree over the top, or if you want to put snowflakes and swirls over the top. It has the word Merry, it has the word Christmas, so they are positioned on here that if you wanted to line them up right underneath, you absolutely could. But I also got you happy holidays. So I wanted you to have options. You could do happy Christmas and mask off the holidays if you're doing something for somebody in the UK or over in Europe, because they tend to say happy Christmas. So I'm going to start with these first because this is the simpler of the 2 stencils. And I'm going to be working primarily with white paper today. And I guess I'll start there. And I am going to start with some inks. Now my stencils have tabs on 6 sides all the way around. And I use those tabs to, 1, hold the stencil in place, but 2, also use it as my registration guide for lining up the next stencil. Super simple. I usually take some washi tape and put it around 4 of the tabs, leaving 2 of the tabs without any washi tape on them. And my stencils, this one says B, but I say it's really A. My stencils do have the letters, and they do have letters, and you can see there, let me see if I can get it back, an A with an arrow, and then and also an arrow this way. That way you know which direction the stencil goes. If I was going to do it this way, this would be backwards. See, my words are backwards. But if I wanted my stencil to go in a different direction, I would then have to change everything and flop everything, rotate everything backwards, which is fine because stencils have 2 sides. It's easy to do. But for today, we're going to try and stick. We'll see. I might have, if I flip one, well, then we're going to do it by accident. If I do it by accident, we'll end up doing a backward stencil, but there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I am going to mask off my word Merry. I'm not sure if I want my word Merry down there or if I'm going to take it and do it someplace else. And the easiest way to mask off is either Post-it notes, which I've got right here. Single Post-it note, mask it off. And that way when I am stenciling inside my circle, I don't get the word Merry. I've also got a few little dots up top here, and it's up to me if I want to do those in my base color or if I want to mask them off. I can also use Sizzix tape. Easy to do. This is their maker's tape. This is definitely different than a washi tape. Washi tape, this washi tape, definitely stronger, much stronger. Maker's tape is almost like a Post-it note backing in a tape form. So I could put this right over the top of that, and where this, if I did that, it's going to want to stick to my stencil harder. I'd have to pull harder to get it off. This just comes right up. Is the Maker's tape strong enough to hold my stencil in place? I don't think so. You do better using a washi tape or a, gosh, I wish I had them. I don't have them right now. The Couture Creations magnetic mat, that works really, really well too. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna move this up just a little bit, just so I make sure. And now I'm ready to ink. Now to ink, I am gonna be using a blending mat, and we do have them in stock, Wahoo Kachoo. This is by Woodware, and Woodware is a brand that Creative Expressions works with. So we bring these in from the UK. This is huge. Well, it's an A4 size because they do everything in A4 there. Oh, let me see if I can get it to go back. Hold on. There we go. So this is an A4 size. I use it, it's a blending mat, which it's a super heavy piece of plastic, but I'll tell you, I tend to cut mine in 2, and sometimes I'll even cut it in 3 to where I have a smaller piece here, a 6x6 here, and then a larger here. But these two together make up this size. They retail for $5.50, and when we put them on sale, they're $4.40. And I'm gonna tell you, it really saves your ink for sure. Absolutely, you're like, saves my ink. Yes, because when I go to ink this, when I start to add my ink to it with my blending brushes, instead of tapping off my ink, well, let's get a blending brush. Let's get a blue one. I used to, do I want this color? Yes, I used to tap into my ink and then tap off on a piece of paper so it wouldn't be too strong. I could control my color, and I would lose all the ink that was on my piece of paper. See, I would go here, and then I would tap it, kind of tap it off, and then I would go in and blend, but I'd lose all of that color. Now, instead of doing that, I come in and I add my ink directly to my blending mat where it stays wet, because this is a dye-based ink on a non-porous surface. Dye-based inks won't dry on a non-porous, or on a non-porous surface. Thank you, non-porous surface. See, it's plastic. So it'll take a long time for this dye-based ink to dry on there. Dye-based inks love paper. Seeps right in, dries right away, perfect. So this gives me an opportunity to come in and see, can you see what I'm doing? I'm picking up my ink, and I can tap off to lower the intensity, the saturation of the color, and then I can come in and start to add. I can come back, grab some more ink, and add. Grab some more ink and add my color. Whereas before, I would have lost all of this ink. I can really pick it up and get in there. So I'm trying to make my outside a little darker and have a slightly lighter center, not completely white. And then I don't want to forget my tabs. Remember I told you registration marks, right? I want to be able to line up my other stencils easy peasy. And the best way to do that is the 2 tabs that I didn't add my tape to. I'm going to take my ink and I'm going to ink them up really good, making them part of the stencil almost, so that they act as my registration lines. So I'm going to add some ink there, and I'm going to add some ink there. So now when I add my next stencil, I just have to line it up inside these 2 registration marks. You think that's too white? I don't know. We're gonna go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, so I'm done here. I can pull off my stencil. And I've got the bulb. Now I'm teaching this, so that's going to take a lot longer than you actually doing. We'll do the next one perhaps a little bit faster, but you can see the registration marks. That means that when I come back, let's put this one here. When I come back with, let's start with this one. And I want to make sure that I have my letter C is this way, my arrow is that way. That tells me that this is face up. And see, I just have to line them inside those 2 tabs. Can you see? It's a perfect match. I line it up there, and then if it's not perfectly matched up here, I put that in center, and before you know it, you've lined up your stencil. No fuss, no headache, no hard time trying to figure out how to get it to line up. You just use the 2 tabs as your registration marks. And I added the tabs because you need to be able to tape your stuff down. Often with stencils, they don't give you enough room to tape anything down. So I'm going to tape the same 4 that I did before. One, 2, 3, 4. Now, maybe I don't want the Christmas there, so I can take and Post-it note right over the top of it. And now I don't have to worry about accidentally stenciling my Christmas. And maybe I don't want my bow to be blue, so I can Post-it note over the top of that. And really, any way you can get the masking done. Some people they'll use tape, they'll use the Post-it notes, they'll just grab a piece of paper and tape it in place. There. Now all I'm left with stenciling is my center. All right, let's see what we got. So I think I'm going to do the same color. I think I should do the same color, only really, really, really dark. What if I just go with my same color? Only instead of that super light saturation that I have kind of in the center and a darker saturation around the outside, I'm gonna go dark everywhere. So I'm gonna wanna get in there. And I'm gonna wanna add some color to it. Add more color to my blending mat. And pick up my color. And I'm not wasting any of my ink. For $4.40, I have to say, I have product envy. I would have loved to have thought to do something like that. How simple and easy. And shucks, if there's 2 of you, you really could cut it in half, because it will clean up. Cut it in half and share it. So I'm using the same color I did for my bauble, the base of my bauble, only now I'm really adding some intense color. So it's going to give me a tone on tone look since I haven't changed my color. But this shows you how one ink pad, just one ink pad, can make all the difference. You can do so much with it, all depending on how much saturation of the ink you use. How deep, how dark do you want it? So this is where we're at. And looky there. You would never think one ink pad did that. One ink pad did that. The light and the dark. It's pretty rock star. Now we have to decide what to do for our, oh, I got a little bit of the bow in there. For our bow and our little dots. What colors do we want to use for our bow and our dots? So I can line that back up. This time I'm going to put my little Post-it note right up to my dots because I want them a different color. And tape down. I don't know, what color do we want them? How about we do them in the dark blue and we just make them a really, really saturated. Okay, let's see what we got. So now my little baubles, the little string for my baubles is a dark blue. And then the last thing I have to do is my bow. And, oh, Stacy, yes, there we go. What color do I want my bow? Maybe I'll do my bow a red. You're like, a red? Or maybe I should do it a pink. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's do a pink. So put my pink right on my pad, my blending mat, and pick it up. Let's mask. Hello. It's still a little high. Okay, so there. And there. And hopefully I don't get it into my bauble. More ink. And yeah, see, I got a little blue, but that's okay. Handmade is handmade. All right, we're gonna go for it. Oh, so cute. I love, it's so cute. Okay, easy peasy. And then I have to decide if I want Merry Christmas or what I want. Happy holidays. Maybe in the pink as well, because now I'm taking it from the other. So I get to decide where I want my happy holidays. It's meant to fit really tightly underneath the bauble, but if I don't want it there, I just move it down a little bit. Up to me where I want my happy holidays out. For that matter, I could have made sure I didn't ink the top and I could have put it at the top. I think there looks good. I'm going to mask off my little bobble and tape down my... So this is the other stencil that we haven't gotten to yet. And I'm just going to go for it. Ink, ink, ink. I love pinks and blues. A little non-traditional Christmas. Maybe a little more wintry. And I'm going right outside the stencil. That's okay because we're going to cut that away. So let's see what we got. Happy holidays. And then I'm going to trim all the way around, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to grab pink, pink, blue, blue. And I'm still going to use this. I'll come back because we'll do it again. I'm going to grab my Just Glitter marker in the blue. Oh yeah, you're all ready to go. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to put some all around my bauble. And just add some glitter. And then let it dry. I want that to be. Every time I try to fix it. So as my glue, as my solvent dries, you'll see the glitter come up. And it's so pretty, and it adds just a little something something without it being too much, because I use the same colors. Can you see that? See, I don't know if you can. This might be where having my ring light not right there might be a hindrance. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So this one's still not dry yet. But as it dries, that glitter, see over here, that glitter just comes right on up, and that adhesive, that clear adhesive, just disappears. And then I get to decide, I can cut it right out and get rid of all that extra noise. I call all of this around the side kind of the extra noise. Because once you get rid of it, you really do focus in. I made this one a little bit bigger than an A2 size because these stencils are A2, but because I dropped my happy holidays down just a little bit more, oh yeah, see, it's really starting to come out. Because I dropped my happy holidays down a little bit more, I just made the size a little different. It's a little bigger now. You can absolutely make these into slimline, A6, A2, 5x7. And it's that simple and it's that easy. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. So let's grab my bubble. Hello, bubble. Let's grab a piece of paper. Hello, paper. And let's go. And so my Mary is there. I've got my stencil with my washi tape. Make sure that well, it kind of helps that there's words on there. So if your word Mary is backwards, your stencil is backwards, which is okay if you do that. You then just have to do all your other stencils backwards. Stencils have two sides. You can absolutely flip it around to have the look a different way. You just then have to flip all your stencils that way. Oh, I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to get another piece. So down, 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 and I like that blue, so let's go with that blue again. Bring over my blending tool, my blending mat. Go in, pick up my color. I'm not even going to worry about that. I will do mask off my, will I? Won't I? I don't know. Maybe we won't. I'm just going to do it all together. So this is going to go much faster since we've already done it once. Okay, first layer done. That's how fast it should be. Stacy, don't forget to do your registration marks. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Heard you. Okay, so then let's pull it off and let's move to my next stencil. This time I'm going to change it up. And I am going to use the more filigree. So let's bring it on over. It's got Happy Holidays on it, so I know that I'm the right way. I'm gonna line it up inside my, of course I used different ones, but that's okay. Of course I did, why wouldn't I? There we go. I'm gonna line it up inside my registration marks. So remember, if I see it like that and I can see white paper, I'm clearly not lined up. You want to move it into place and then make sure this one is into place. If I'm like that, I'm clearly not lined up. I'm going to move it into place and easy peasy. Then tape it on down. And because I decided to use the Mary from the first one, I will want to mask off my Happy Holidays. So that's why some of these stencils, I put an awful lot on them. I really did, because I didn't want to waste the space. I mean, I'm paying for that stencil space. I'm paying for the whole piece. So I might as well put whatever I can in there. But it means that you're going to have to mask sometimes. But that's a lot better than having a stencil that's got 6 layers. And sometimes those layers just have like one little thing on this huge stencil. Like, couldn't you have found a way to add a little more to it? So that's what we try to do, add a little more to it. Now this one, I think I'm gonna go with a darker blue. You think? Darker blue? Why not? How about navy? No guts, no glory. Think long, think wrong. It's only paper. This is all we're using so far. Paper, white paper. If I don't like it, I'll finish it. I will, I'll finish it. And then I'll decide who to give it to if I really don't like it. So I'm going to come in here with this navy and let's see what we get. Add more navy to it. All over. And I can make the saturation as light or as dark as I want, just by controlling how much ink I add. So I'm going a little heavier around the outside, a little lighter in the middle, and we'll see what we get. Okay. Pretty, right? Pretty. I like it. I do. And then do we come in here with blue glitter or gold glitter? Well, we got to finish the Christmas. So let's bring this one back and let's line the Christmas up. And because I've got those registration marks, my Christmas is going to line right underneath that Mary just perfectly. And I used my lighter blue to get this one done. And I might check it just to make sure I've got the same saturation of ink. I didn't tape it down, I know. I got it almost taped down. Oh, I think that's good. Merry Christmas. Now, do we want to add glitter? Do we not want to add glitter? Should I be done? Should I not be done? It is only paper, so if I don't like it, I can just finish it and then give it away. Nobody will ever know that it wasn't my favorite, but I do think that I do like it. What if I add, should I add some gold? We've got the bow to do too. See, I'm indecisive. Don't know if I want to add glitter to this or not. Line it up. Does that look good? My registration marks look good. And what color bow? Should I make it pop? Should I do another pink one? Should I do a purpley one? Maybe I'll do that navy blue bow. So I'm throwing caution to the wind by not masking. I like a little bit of a thrill. I don't like scary movies at all, ever. But I like a little bit of a thrill. There we go. So we did This one, and we added, oh, see, the glitter now is really popping. It's really good. What if I just took the glitter and maybe did, what if I did the dots? Instead of them being blue, if I had done them in gold. Oh, that looks cute. And what if I do maybe the little base? I just add a little glitter to that top little piece. And let it dry. So now it's got that little gold. Oh, I like it. That's enough. Okay, that works for me. Just a little bit. Look, it's just as easy as that, right? Amazing. I like it. And then let's cut it out. And get rid of all the noise. Now you would mat this, and I would probably mat it 4 or 5 times. I like thin matting and lots of it. Yeah, see, I'm a girl who likes thin matting and lots of it. And what if we took and we cut this mat. I'll leave it a little bit wider than I normally do. You're like, does she really freehand? She really does. Am I opposed to a trimmer? No, I'm just not good with them. So what if we then took the gold so I'm getting it down and then wiping it with my finger to get rid of those marks. Ooh, lots there. So I'm just wiping it with my finger to kind of stress it out. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. Oh, plenty. Because I don't want it to look like a marker. See, I don't want those marker lines. It's almost acting like a paint at this point. All right. Now you can see how big the cylinder is. There's a lot in there. Oh, looky. Oh, okay, so do we like it with the gold around it? and then add another black mat to that. That really makes the gold pop just by adding that secondary black mat to it. Look at that. Or because we have options here, we have options. So I'm just going to turn the paper over. Of course, it won't be exactly the right fit, but you know what? It's only paper. Let's just do the same thing in blue on this side. Just using my finger. I'm not trying to make it the same intensity of glitter all the way around. But look at that color. Holy smokes, artichokes. Hey, Sizzix, we need opulent in this color. Just in case anybody's paying attention. Never know who's going to be watching. They might not be live chatting, but they could be watching. Okay. So now I've got blue on one side. I've got gold on one side, blue on the other. Yay! And back that. Do you like the blue? Do you like the gold? I think I like the blue. Are you all yelling blue? It's the blue! It pops a little bit more on that blue glitter background. Wahoo kachoo. Nobody needs to know what's underneath it, right? Just a hair bit right there. Tape it in place and we are good to move on. You would do a much better job of taping than I am. I'm just trying to get it down. This is Stacy tape. It's double-sided adhesive. It is a super strong, super long, my fingerprints. Easy to use, heat resistant. Will hold the hem to your pants will hold metal, plastic, paper, just about everything. It'll hold beads, it'll hold lace, it'll hold glitter. You can throw embossing powder down on top of it and then heat your embossing powder. It really is an all-purpose adhesive. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm here, so I might as well do it. Don't have glitter paper? We just made some. And line it. and trim it. And again, you'll do a better job taping down. I'm just trying to get it done so we can go ta-da together. And then we move on. Yeah. Yay, love the blue. Blue makes my heart happy. So we did this one where we added the glitter into the actual ornament. We did this one. See, look at how pretty that looks. I don't even have to change my mat. Which one do you like better? You don't have to choose, you can do both. Okay, so we need to move on. Let's not lose that. Let's not lose that. And I'm gonna stick with the same with the bauble for now, and we're just gonna move. We're gonna move to a different type of look. Same bauble, and then eventually we'll get to the forest. Okay, and I'm gonna stick with my blues because we're hanging in there with the blues. So I'm gonna take my light blue and start there. I suppose that way we can go apples to apples to apples. And I think we'll do the baubles, or the filigree. So I'm going to darken it on the edges because I like it, that adding that depth on the edges forces that highlight and saturation to the center of your bauble. So if you want to have some shading and some depth perception, you're going to leave some place a little bit lighter, kind of like a balloon. You know how balloons always have like a little area that's done in white to give you the perception of the rounding of the balloon? That's the same thing here. Oh, well, I guess I'm doing my Mary. Okay. But the darker I make it around, the lighter the center becomes. The more of a contrast it is between the two colors. So the darker I make it on the outside perimeter, the lighter that center looks. Now it almost looks like it's white in that center. All right, let's move along. Gosh, that looks good. I'm happy. And let's bring back our filigree. Oh, Stacy Park. I did not do my tabs. So now I have to make sure I'm re-lined up. There, better. Now I can take and line it up and see what I'm doing. Okay, down we go. This time, instead of taking our deep blue, our navy blue ink, we are going to take our blue luster wax. Hello, luster wax. How are you today? You little gorgeous bottle of yummy. Blue yummy. So what is luster wax? Luster wax is a product by Sizzix. And it is a true wax-based product. It is not a water-based product. So it will go on glass, it will go on metal, it will go on plastic, it will go on paper. Yes, absolutely. Originally came in 6 colors. You had gold, silver, rose gold, aka copper. Please don't buy it if you think it's rose gold. Buy it because you want copper. Then it came in charcoal, ivory, and then a mystical color. And the mystical color has an interference to it. And that means when you put it down, it looks one color, but when you move it, the color shifts. So originally in 6 colors, and then because I pestered and poked, they brought out 7 more colors. We introduced the yellow, the red, and the green about a month ago, and I know many of you have got this already in your hands. And then we recently introduced the purple, the magenta, the what I call teal. What are they calling? Are they calling it blue? Turquoise. Oh, and then this is the blue. So then we had the next 4 colors. So the new 7 colors would be here. Currently, the only place you can get them is Scrapbooking Made Simple. We've got them all, and I want to say literally. There's a story behind that. Now you can see that on the bottom they've got some bubbles. When you open them up, they may have some bubbles on the top. I don't know if I have any that are unopened, but they may have some bubbles on the top. No worries. This is an easy product to use. And if they've got, some may have some, maybe more on the side, some of you might have a big dollop in the middle. All of them are going to fill just a little bit differently, but they all behave the same. And when we use them, I use them with this cute little tool. Unfortunately, we are sold out. See, this is the luster wax on wood. I just took it, my finger, and put luster wax on the wood, so that made the color. I knew which dauber I was going to use. And this is the same dauber that I used from the first time I used these. So it doesn't get all hard and yucky. Your little sponges you can keep forever because they just don't go bad because it is a wax-based polish. It's kind of like a furniture polish or a shoe polish, although it smells much better. It has an orange blossom smell to it. Some of you are like, yay, love it, and some of you are like, but the orange blossom smell is much better than a shoe polish smell. So I'm gonna take that blue, get out of there. No, don't go in there, thank you. I'm gonna take that blue and I'm gonna use my luster wax inside here. So here it is. I can pull from the side, I can get down in there. I don't know when I'll have more of these in. When the company got them in, I literally bought every single one of them that they had. I took them all. And I'm going to come in and start adding my color. Now I'm spouncing. I'm not like rubbing. I'm kind of spouncing my color in there. And I start kind of off the side and work the color in. And the beautiful thing about the stencil is because you've got those tabbed marks, you can lift this up and check. Now you can see the difference of where I've put it and where I haven't. I mean, that's pretty much clear as day, right? Right here's got no luster wax in it at all. How fast does luster wax dry? Okay, there it is. Ooh. It's, well, now let me get a finger that doesn't have any on it. There we go. It's pretty dry. Luster wax dries almost immediately. I don't want to put a finger that's got luster wax on it. This is dry. Good to go. Easy peasy. Luster wax dries super fast. Oh, I need to, oh, Stacy, that'd have been bad. Hello, that would have been bad. Mask, please. Okay, and now let's come back in and finish off. So what colors of luster wax do you have? If you've purchased these already from, gosh, I want to say YouTube number 511, those expedited orders that qualify are being filled now. Downstairs, we've just started filling them downstairs. Some of you may already have them shipped. We just started filling and shipping today the 511s for people who have a qualifying expedited order. If you don't have the luster waxes yet, they really are a beautiful product. So bounce, bounce, bounce. And I may want to pull up to see where I've got it and where I don't. And it's got that beautiful sheen to it. So pretty. So elegant. I think I want a little bit more over here. I want it a little heavier over here, so I'm just going to move that down and come in. I think I want it a little darker. A little darker over here. A little bit more. And then I can pull it up better. And then I have the same option I did before. Now I need to come in and get my Christmas in here. So let's just go ahead and get that done right now. So I'm going to line this up so I can get the Christmas, because the Christmas comes on the second stencil of the snowflake one. So the snowflake one says the Merry Christmas and the filigree has Happy Holidays. So do we want to do it in luster wax? We'll see. Yeah, I need a little bit more in there. That A. So I've got Merry Christmas. I'm on the Christmas. Probably inked would have been better. And then the bow, I need to get the bow done too. So let's line it back up and let's do the bow. And I think I'm going to do the bow in the yellow luster wax and see what we get. So let's mask off here. And let's mask off here. And let's grab my yellow. So this is yellow, not gold. The gold is really gold, and there is a difference between the gold and the yellow. See if I can get it in there. I don't want to see any white paper. I wonder if a finger dauber might have been better for this, but we're going to go for it. Like I said, it's only paper. Do you guys hear that? I have no idea what that noise is. Okay, let's see what we get. I think I'm okay with the gold, but I got a little, well, I'm gonna be fine with it. I think I'm okay with the gold. And then I think, because I'm okay with the gold, I think, or should I take the blue? Well, I'm gonna take the gold and do the gold little piece in there because I got some of my luster wax in there. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of gold. There. Now you'll never know. And then I might take a little of the gold. Okay, we'll just go for it. And I'm going to come in and add some dots. And kind of dotty around the whole thing. Right on top of the luster wax. Get some more gold going. And just add a dotty detail around the whole thing. It's easy to do and it adds a beautiful decorative element right on top of my luster wax. And just add a beautiful, see, it's not too much. And it doesn't scream at you. It winks at you. Just a little bit of that gold when I move it, just as the perfect little finishing touch. And all I did was go in and do dots all over in the gold. And then we can trim it out. What do you think? Where's my little guy here? So now we've got it with luster wax and the glitter and the ink. So simple. Suppose this one's a little bit more because we added the glitter to this one a little bit more, and then luster wax and glitter. All done with the same embossing or the same stencil. Yay! Okay, one more time. I'm gonna change it up one more time. I'm gonna keep that handy because that's working for me, and since I already have the matte and blue, we're sticking with it. Let's grab another sheet of paper. And this time, let's grab my bauble. 1, 2, here it is. And this time we're gonna luster wax the bauble. So we're going to start with luster wax. And let's start with this one. Let's do this one. Ooh, pretty. So this is the turquoise. Yum. Do I want the Mary? Probably not. That's not working for me in the luster wax. I'll do that in an ink. So let's go in and grab some of this. And let's do our whole bauble in this color. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white space. This one's not going to necessarily be in the center. Oh, did I move it? I think I did. Oh, we're going to go for it. I think I got a little bit underneath, but it's handmade, so I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to finish. You really have to finish. You just don't know until you finish, and then you step away from it for a little bit. And then you come back and you're like, oh, that wasn't half bad after all. No throwing it away until it's done, even if you think it's awful. You think that's too much white? Just a little bit of, just a little bit. Okay, now it's not as bright. I didn't go out as bad as I thought I did. But now I've got a shimmery bauble. Mmm, yum, yum, yum. What are we going to put on top of that? Should we do this one? So we just finished doing luster wax on top of ink. Now we're going to do ink on top of luster wax. I mean, options are aplenty. You could be making one stencil, 100 different combinations for cards. See, I think that's still off a little bit. Can you see it looks a little too white right there? I think I'm going to try and move it over just a little bit and reposition it just a little bit. I think that's better. Can you see now I don't have any white down there? Just repositioned it a little bit better. And I'm gonna hide my Christmas. Goodbye, Christmas. We'll figure out what we're gonna say later. And I hope that it doesn't, oh, I got a little bit of luster wax under here from my blue, but you know what? We'll just let it go. What color ink do we want to do now? You think if we did the same kind of ink and just did it super dark? So I'm on luster wax right now. Before, I was on ink and put luster wax over the top, and we're dry, no schmear. Now I'm luster wax on the bottom, ink on top. And I'm gonna bounce it. I really want a lot in there. I'm gonna bounce it to get a really heavy concentration of ink. And hopefully that blue that was left over. Well, I guess I'm doing a blue bow. Surprise! I really want to bounce it. I want to get that ink as concentrated as I can on top of that luster wax. And if I don't like it, I'll come back and do a darker blue. Worst that can happen is that it's too light and there's not enough of a contrast. That's the worst that can happen. So then you pick a darker color, or you keep layering your color until you get a dark enough concentration that it makes a difference. And I'm not rubbing, I'm spouncing. You know, when you do this, you're kind of laying that color down and softening it and blending it in. Here I'm trying to get all over color. I'm not trying to have a highlight and a mid-tone. I'm trying for it to be a solid tone. Could you use a spouncer, a regular spouncer? Absolutely, but my blending brush does just a fine job too. And I haven't wasted any of my ink. I keep going back and picking it all up. And because it's a layering stencil, I can open it up to see what I've got. Oh, a little bit of the blue transferred. So I don't know, you think that, I don't think that's dark enough. I don't think that's enough of a contrast. I think I'm gonna come back in, and I got some of my gold transferred. I think I'm gonna come back and do a darker blue. Maybe that's what I should have started with, was that darker blue, that navy. Let's just add a little bit over the top. What's the worst that can happen? Come in and add it over the top of my bow too, which is now got a little gold or a little yellow. It's got a little teal. You think that's more of a contrast? Oh, definitely. Way better. Way better. Night and day. And then to lighten it up, I can either come in with my blue or my gold. Maybe I'll do gold. And a little gold. Just to add a little touch of something. So now I have inked on top of luster wax. Well, I did it now, so I'm going to finish. Whoop, too much gold coming out. Hello. In fact, I'm going to start up here because there's so much gold coming out. I should have left the blue alone and not done the gold on the top. I think that's dry. Sometimes I just go one step too far. What if I use a new one? Because this one's, what if I grab a new one that's clean and I go in and I try to, I don't know. It's not hitting me. But I may be too far. I may be too far down the rabbit hole to fix it. Too far. But God loves a trier. So I'm gonna try. And then we're gonna move on to our second stencil, because I really wanted you to see all that you can do with ink and luster wax, and that the two will work together. Anybody want to give me odds on whether I can fix this? Girl took it a step too far. Or did she? So now you see the blue with just a little undertone of the gold. You don't notice the gold until you move it around. Okay, I like that. So I put the gold down, decided I didn't like the gold, came back with the darker blue over the top of it, and now I think I love it. You just never know. And let's do happy holidays. Yeah, that works. Okay, so for those of you who are joining me for the first time, my videos are unedited, unscripted. You get what you get, the mistakes, the happy accidents, all of it. As far as I'm concerned, I like that. That works for me. I like that happy accident because it puts a little bit of the gold underneath it that still comes through, but it's not too much. I almost want to do that to this. Okay, why not, right? So what if I put a little bit of gold, maybe like a little puddle of it? There we go. You think I can get some in there? Just so it has a little bit of a shimmer. Not enough. I would have had to have added more, but I'll be okay. Much better. Looky, I've got the gold, I've got the luster wax, I've got the ink over the top. I am all dry. My bow is looking a whole lot better than it was. At least I think it is. You guys might have thought it was fine the first time. I'm happy. Let's trim it out and then let's move along. So one stencil, two different types of ornaments. One stencil, a bunch of applications. Ink, just glitter markers, ink, just glitter markers, and luster wax. You decide what works best for you. You have all of these to choose from. All of them work. Those little dots are amazing, and they just like wink at you as I turn this. So many different ways to use the stencil and so many different mediums to use it with. Four different design or four different baubles, all slightly different from each other, but all fabulous. You don't have to make them all the same. If you're making Christmas cards or holiday cards, vary them up. You can, and I used 2 colors of ink. Well, I used 3 because of the pink, but for the most part, I used 2 colors of ink. I used 2 colors of luster wax. Well, I used the gold or the yellow for the top. And I used 2 colors of, and I could make a million more combinations and a million different ways of doing this. That's what I did to get these. And none of them are the same. And yet they all look beautiful together. Gosh. There you go. There's your Christmas gift to somebody. Bundle them up as a package and make finished cards and let them send them out as Christmas cards. There's your gift. Okay, but we got to move on. Let's see. Next stencil. A little bit more to this one and a little bit more masking. This is it is a 3 stencil set. So you've got trees, and then you've got a mask for your trees. You've got trees that have your snowfall. You've got trees that have all of your sentiments. And then you've got, again, a mask. So this is what I mean when I say when they have so much room. Let's see, maybe this on black would be better. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the only thing I needed for this stencil was these 4 trees. That's what I needed to get it done. But that left me all of this room up here. So I gave you 3 sentiments. Because yes, you're going to have to mask them off, but I wasn't going to leave all this space empty. No, absolutely not. And with this stencil, I needed these 5 trees, but I wanted you to have stars or snow falling, so I put them into this stencil. You're going to have to mask off a little bit? Yes, but I didn't want to have 6 different stencils to get the job done. I wanted only 3 because that keeps our price point lower. Yay! So let's see how this is done. I'm going to do it very basic to begin with, and then we'll add to it. Okay, so this is my A stencil. And it says A stencil, and it has an arrow pointing up and an arrow pointing out. So I know that I need to do it just like that. And let's go ahead and let's tape it on down. And let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm taped down so I can start to ink, but I don't want to ink my snowfall or my stars. No, no, no. So I need to mask these off. Now, so far, I have been using oodles of Post-it notes. This is where the game changes. This is where I start using my Sizzix Maker's Tape. So the Sizzix Maker's Tape doesn't have as much tack as washi tape, which means when you put this down, it's going to be very, very easy for you to pull it up, and it's not very wide. So I can come in here and just cover the little stars or the snowfall, whichever you're going to make it be. And easy peasy cover them up. Now, if I was doing this in that washi tape, when I would go back to pull all of this off, it would be a little bit of a challenge because the washi tape really does hold things in place. While this, it will hold it in place if you're looking to die cut, but really this makes great little masking tape because it is almost like a Post-it note on the background. Okay. Now, we did have one SMS girl very cleverly make a little, out of Post-it notes, she made a little mask. It was crazy. I'm doing it with my, God bless her, I'm doing it with my tape. And I'm gonna be okay. So I'm gonna start with a green, and I'm just gonna go with a Easy Go green, a light green, Green Hills, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna ink all of my little trees. Can you see my little trees? There's 5 of them. Let's bring over my blending, put some green up here. Now, can you clean your blending mat? Absolutely. Hand sanitizer, alcohol, little spritz, and it's gonna clean up beautifully. So I'm gonna pick up my green, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm going to add my green. Doesn't matter that I'm going outside because I'm going to cut all of that off. A little more green. See, I picked up all that green, no waste. Okay, so I've got my green trees going. First one done. Oh, Stacy. I just got a green star. All right, I'll fix it later. See, I needed to do this up here, but I forgot to mask. Oh well. I only got one green star. Or green snow. I guess green snow isn't nearly as bad as yellow snow. Yeah, not nearly as bad as yellow snow. Okay, stencil number 2. Line it on up. And this one says B and the arrow up. Now on the baubles, I really do think you start with the middle one. I think you start with this one, and we named this one B. I shouldn't have. It should have been A and then 1 and 2 or something like that. But you'll, I'm sure, be okay with it. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm lined up. That looks pretty good. Washi tape to hold my 4 sides down, and I've got my 2 registration marks. And now I gave you 3 sentiments. So we're gonna need to mask those, at least the first one, mask those off so we don't accidentally stencil it. So you can, for me, I'm just gonna take my Sizzix tape, the maker's tape, and put it right over it. And if you want to be absolutely certain, take a second piece and just put it over the winter wishes. So you have 3 sentiments to choose from. There. Now I'm going to come back in with a darker green. So let's move these off to the side because I think I'm done with those for right now. That way I don't get them confused. Keep my Post-it notes. Okay, so I think I've moved those off to the side. So let's come in with a darker green. I'm going to come in with a forever green. And I'm just going to lay my color down. Now I could leave it to where it's kind of translucent, where you can see. Let me pull it up. I'll do. Okay, so I could leave it a little translucent so that you see the square, the diamonds behind, the trees behind. Or I could do it as a solid. By getting this green as dark as I possibly can. You will lose those those extra little translucent layers. And it's really a personal preference. Okay, so solid, translucent. You have to decide which way you like it. One way is not better than the other. They just are. I'm going to go ahead and make a match. And get that bottom really dark to hide those extra layers. Okay. Layer 2. Done. Bam. Easy peasy. Now layer 3. And that layer is C, and it is entirely a mask that's going to cover up everything we just did. So all of my little trees are now going to get covered up. I think that's pretty good. Little to the... Oh, let's go for it. And here and here. So now I need to do my night sky. If I want it to be a night sky, maybe you want it to be a day sky. Your choice. Done with my green for now. And let's bring back that blue, that navy. Because I'm going to start really light and then intensify my color. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to come across the top and work my way down. And it's going to be darker here and fade into a lighter color. So I don't want to start out super dark to begin with. I want to get my, in fact, I think I'm even going to put a piece of washi tape across that top. And pick up my washi tape. There we go. I'm going to put a piece right across the top just to make sure I stay in place. Oh, Stacy Park. Gosh darn you. I do not want green in my blue. Heavens no. Green and blue do not make pretty. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to start adding some color lightly. Can you see how light I'm doing that? I'm choosing to ignore my green star because I think by the time I've added my color, it'll be gone. And then instead of pulling all the way down, when I get to my trees, I'm going to pull up. And I want that to be very light. In fact, I might come in and even add a secondary color. So I'm going to come back to my top and I'm just going to keep layering the color on, as opposed to trying to get it super dark from the get-go. From the very first time you add color, I'm going to try and layer this color to build up to the intensity that I want. Always remembering that I need to have a soft transition. So I'm getting my sky. And I keep adding my blue. And the darker I get it, the lighter my highlight will look. And I think I will add a secondary color. What if we add like a kind of a purple? So it's kind of like a dusk. I've got my purple in there. It's actually orchid. And I'm going to go super soft, kind of up. Just to have that blue kind of fade into something else. So I'd rather add more color than come in too dark to start with. It's always easy to add more color. It's harder to take color away. But we are only on white paper. Okay, that looks like a nice seamless transition now. Now we have a few more decisions to make. Remember, we had our night sky. See how easy that pulls off? So it can be snow, it can be a night sky. It's really up to you what you want it to be. But I'm going to go back and finish it. Line it back up because I've got those registration lines. Lined it right back up. And now here you've got an option or two. I could take my stencil number 3 and plop it right back in and use that as my mask so that I don't get any of my color inside my trees. My stencil number 3, it's not up here. It's only covering my trees. Remember, because I just did my whole night sky with it. So what if I took it and put it right over the top and used that as my mask so that I could do my stars, my snowfall. What is it that I want to make of it? I think I'm going to take the Mystical Luster Wax. This is the one that has, look at my jar, and I'm finally getting down to towards the bottom of it. This is the one that has that property in it that does Here's my, oh, you can even see it on my, can you see it's kind of got a purple going on when I turn it? So when I use it, see, look at the color it becomes. This is the color it is in the jar, and you get this, and sometimes it's kind of a ivory yucky. I stir mine every now and then, but the color in the jar and the color on the paper, holy smokes. But it does look different if it's on white paper. Hello, white paper. So it's kind of like the pens, the glitter pens. They look totally different on white than they do black. So here, you really have, there, you can see some of the interference. There you go. So on white, it's almost transparent. It's like it's not even there, which is kind of cool because you can put it on top of lots of things, pattern paper and all sorts of things, and add that iridescence without taking away from the pattern. But on black, wow. So very much the same with our glitter pens. Look at them now. I mean, wow. White, nice. Black, amazing. So depends upon what it is you want to do with this luster wax, but the color is stunning. I'm going to see if I can go in here and maybe add some of this for my star, or for my, maybe make them stars as opposed to snow. Some of these holes are mighty small for this luster wax, but we're just going to go for it. And because I've got that layer 3, I've masked off my trees. I don't have to worry about them. And I can come in here and lay down some of this luster wax and see if I can get it kind of iridescent-y. And then for that star right in the middle, I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and see what happens. Yellow luster wax and see what happens. Oh, too much. Well, I can't really tell. So we're going to lift it up and see what happens. So so you can see that iridescence. Let's see what we got. I've got a tiny little star. And I'm going to have to wait for my lustered wax to dry. I don't even know if you can see it. It's so tiny. I have to wait for it to dry. And then as I move it, it'll be purple. Okay. Continue onward. Let's. So I'm going to keep those because I'm going to use them again. And so 1, 2, 3. I just feel like I need to get a little more star happening. Nope. Not even a little bit more. What if I take my gold pen What if I just add a little bit of gold? We'll make my star happen. Oh, better. Oh, better. Okay. Too far. You know what? Now my star doesn't look like a star. It looks like a blob. See, I just go one step too far. I'm going to let it dry and we're going to come back and see if we can fix it. Oh, see, and my little luster wax is starting to turn purple. I might add, yeah, see, I'm not going to, nope, we're going to let it sit and then I'm going to see if I can fix it. But I am going to come in maybe with my red pen. And what if we did some ornaments? And I just drew some dots on my tree. And just draw on some glitter ornaments. Little fuzzball right there. Draw on some glitter ornaments. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. Make sure those are really vibrant. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Now we got some glitter ornaments. Let that dry and that red is just gonna absolutely pop. My star, not so much. I don't know that I'll do any more than that. How are we gonna fix that star? I think I've been asking too much to go over it with the blue. Gold, gold. Ta-ha, fixed. Where there's a will, there's a way. Fixed. Yay! So I like it now. I'm okay. I know you're like, really? So glad you're okay. And then trim it out. Now for this one, I like the white border around it. You have an option to do the white border, to not do the white border. I like it. What do you think? I want to keep going, but I'm going to stop. I want to put some green glitter on the green trees, on the darker trees, but I'm going to stop. Yeah, I'm much happier now. Okay, let's do it again. Only this time, let's use luster wax. So let's grab a piece of white paper and let's start with our trees. You know, I almost feel like I could put, see, I told you I should stop. I almost feel like I could put like tiny little gold stars, maybe just little gold dots. To kind of mix in with the luster wax. Aw. I mean, they're so tiny. Can you even see them? Between the luster wax and the gold, it's just soft. Yay! It's getting better every minute. Okay, start again. White paper. I really did put it off to the side now. Really, I did. That means it's gonna stay there. Who knows? Okay, so let's start again. Only this time I'm gonna do luster wax. So since I didn't clean these, oh, and I didn't even do a sentiment. To clean these, how do you clean these? Easy peasy. Take either a paper towel or a baby wipe. Grab some hand sanitizer, some alcohol, spray. Clean. Well, now that I've cleaned it, I suppose I can use it. Let's take these off because they're wet. All right, well, since I cleaned it, I'll use it. I won't open up a new one. I need to clean that star, though. But let's start with this one. So I've got stencil number, this is B, so I need to start with A. And since I do have luster wax all over this one, I will start with a new one because I'm not going to clean that. That'll take a little bit more effort. So here's my stencil A. Let's tape it on down. One. Two. Three. Four. Let's step out of the box a little bit and not do green. So let's bring over my magenta luster wax and I'm gonna do pink trees. You're like, trees are not pink. I know, but have you ever seen Charlie Brown's Christmas? They're pink in that. If they're good enough for Charlie Brown, they're good enough for me. So I do need to mask off. Otherwise, I'm going to run into pink luster wax. And I can't use this as my mask because I need to stencil those trees. So I'm just going to come in here and go one. And just mask off a little bit of the The snowfall, probably should have grabbed white ink so you could see the snowfall better, but all right. So I think I probably have enough of my little guys done. And just to be on the safe side, I'll do that one up there so I don't have another green. Although you didn't see it by the time I was done. All right, so let's start with pink. Luster wax. Ready? Pull some up. So it doesn't really matter if you put luster wax here because luster wax is going to dry on here. It's not a water-based, dye-based type of product. So this is non-porous, and luster wax really likes non-porous stuff. So it doesn't really matter if you put it on here. It's not going to help you any. You might as well just use the side of your paper and then come on in. And let's make some trees. Pink trees. Didn't they have the aluminum trees in the Charlie Brown special? Okay. Pink trees. Because maybe you have somebody who loves teals and pinks and purples and blues. And the luster wax just lays down beautifully. It's easy to use. And it dries, put that back in there, it dries super fast. Okay. So Charlie Brown luster wax pink trees. And you can see the shimmer and the shine. That's what luster wax is known for. They originally were using it on the top of 3D embossing folders because it hits the 3D just beautifully. But there is so much more to do with luster wax than just use it as an accent. I want to use it as the focal point. Okay, shall we pull it? Let me get a little bit up there. So my first pink trees. Now let's bring in my second. And here's my second stencil. And let's line it on up. Well, I'm going to say that's good enough. And let's go purple trees. One, two, three. Oh, it's already on there. I'm good. Okay, so let's grab purple. Oh, better Better cover my Merry and Bright and my Winter Wishes unless I want to have that go right over the top of my, there we go. And there we go, perfect. And then my purple. And right over the top. And right over the top. So non-traditional, absolutely, but equally as beautiful. Now I'm just going to add a second layer. You can see the shimmer and the shine. Now let's pull it off and see what we have. So now I have my pink trees and my purple trees. And then I need to use my mask, because I need to cover all my trees to get my background done. Now this isn't quite dry yet because I got it a little thick on some of those edges. It's not quite dry yet. I'm gonna go for it anyway, but I know I'm not quite there, but we're just gonna go for it. So it may stick to some of my trees. I might pull up some of the color, but let's see. Would I use a heat tool to heat it? No, it dries fast enough that you don't need to do that. Just let it be. I can't see. I'm centered on my... I say that looks pretty good. Okay, no big deal. I moved it, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Okay. So now I'm ready to do my background. What color do I want to do? How about we do an ink? And we'll do our blues. And we'll do our navy. Piece of luster wax right in the middle of it. Come in and add my color. And I might add some of that teal blue we've been using towards the bottom. So I've got a fair amount of color going on. I think I'm going to use that teal across the bottom. And remember, I'm going to go up. So because my trees are going up, I'm going up. And I'm just wicking it out. And then maybe come back with just a little bit of my dark blue to blend it together. Kind of cement the two colors together. And I'm getting there. And then my stars. Take off all of my washi. Well, it's not washi, it's maker's tape from Sizzix. If it was washi, it would not peel off this easy. It's just a glorified Post-it note in a roll form. It's great. So I need my stars. You know what I might also do? Oh, I could go off center just a little. Nope, stop. Don't overthink it. I could go off center and add a little bit of that mystical and have the sides of the tree have that purpley iridescence coming through. Okay, so let's get this down. And down. And down, and then I'm going to take that mask and put that mask right over the top of this one, because that's going to sit right in those trees and protect them. And then let's try and add some color to those stars. I don't have any white with me. So I'll use a little bit of my purple again, or my mystical. This time I'll try to go a little bit lighter. And I think I'll add a little bit of gold too, or the yellow, just to have kind of a twinkly little night sky as opposed to snow. Oh, up, 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 Stacy. And then let's try a little bit of yellow just to give it Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And so you got a twinkling star. All right. Kind of looks like a hot mess. But then when we peel it off, oh yeah, you can see my little twinkling star. It's not much, it's not a lot. It's very subtle, but it's there. Okay, let's grab a sentiment. Hello, sentiments. We want holiday greetings, winter wishes, merry and bright. How about winter wishes? And let's grab that. Dark blue. Oh, let's mask off the other ones. Oh, that would have not been good. Okay. Where is it? My Sizzix. Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. So I want winter wishes. So I'm going to mask off merry and bright. And holiday greetings. There, winter wishes. Okay, that should be good. Now I've got winter wishes going on. Maybe a little darker, but. And then I think I'm gonna grab my purple pen. Give a shake. Make sure I've got some color coming out. And I'm going to add some ornaments. To my purple trees. And I'm using purple glitter. So it's a tone on tone. There's that, and then So as these dry, that purple, see, can you see that it's white right now? It almost has a milky look to it. But as it dries, that purple glitter is going to become more and more prominent. Needs to dry. And I'm just drawing dots. So because it's on the luster wax, it's going to take it a little bit more time to dry. But you can see it started, look at that one starting to come through. As the adhesive or solvent or whatever they're using in there starts to evaporate, the glitter is what's left behind. I don't want to move it too much because then my dots are going to move. But let's give it a second to dry, and let's go over what we did today. We started way back when we talked about those glitter pins and how beautiful they are, and they do retail for $20.45. The difference between your white paper versus your black paper or your darker color papers. We have them for $5.99, not for one, for all 5. We're going to be using them this week, and I'm going to be using them again next week, assuming we still have some stock. It's still drying, but they're getting there. That purple is so pretty on there. As soon as it's done, I'm going to cut it out. So we started with that. Then we moved over to the bauble, where we did super easy using, well, a lot of different things. We used ink on ink. We used ink on luster wax. We used glitter pins on ink. We used luster wax on ink. We vice versa. We threw the beautiful gold glitter pin in there. We fixed some mistakes. Oh, yes, we did. And we made some beautiful things. Oh, hello. Somebody's checking in on me. All with just a few colors. Remember, I showed you we didn't use much. We used the 2 blues. We used I think the 2 colors of luster wax. And we used a couple of the glitter pins. And really, that was where's the gold one? That was the extent of it, to get all of these different looks out of one stencil. You have opportunity. This is just one color of ink, and then we went over it with the glitter pin. Ooh, pretty, pretty. And then we moved on to our forest trees. I lost my other sample, but it's here somewhere. Not over here. And I'm still waiting. This one's almost dry because it's sitting on top of the luster wax, which makes it non-porous. Where did my pretty one go? Well, shucks. You'll have to see what the girls did. That's not it. Although this one would work too. This one was one, we must have done this one a little early. Look at how pretty. Yay. So here they're almost done. Took a while for that glitter to get there, but it was on top of luster wax, and then we can cut it out. And get rid of all of that extra noise. And I think for this one, I am going to cut it straight. straight to it. Totally different looks. You decide what you want it to be. You have options, you have choices. All right, so we did a lot. Oh, here it is. Hello. There's the one I did. I feel so much better now. There we go. You have options. All right, so what is on sale for the week? Well, okay, and the verses. So I didn't use the verses stamps. We have the verses stamps. They are exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. The sentiments are exclusively here. You're not going to find the stamp set anywhere else. And the sentiments are inside most of the cards. They are, may you have the gift of faith, the blessing of hope, and the peace of his love at Christmas and always. Oh my goodness, it's late. Okay, so may you have the gift of faith, the blessing of hope, and the peace of his love at Christmas and always. There's the first one. It's not what's under the tree that matters most, it's who's around it. May the true spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light your path. May your holidays sparkle with joy and laughter. And whatever is beautiful, whatever is meaningful, whatever brings you happiness, may it be yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. So there's our sentiments. From Verses, exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. I have the 2 stencils. Simply to find. Exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. They're $9.99 for the 3 for each pack. We do have an I Want It All, but that's the lowest price I can do, so it's like $19.98. You can buy one, you can buy both, but I believe when these are gone, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reorder these or not. Stamp set as well. Beautiful stamp set. Love the stamp set. So we've got all that. I have all the luster waxes. The new colors we have in bundles. So we still have the 4-pack in a bundle. We have the 3-pack in a bundle. If you get both, that gives you all 7 new colors. And then we included quite a few of the older colors. The gold, the silver, the copper, rose gold, ivory, charcoal. And those are all available as part of the YouTube Yummies, absolutely. We did the blending mat. So you can have the blending mat on sale. We just got a whole bunch of them back in. And then, of course, the beautiful glitter pens, which really are magnificent. They're not $20, they're not $10, they're $5.99 for all the colors, only while supplies last. I can't buy them again for that price. I negotiated that price because they're either, I bought them all, they're either packaged wrong, or I think maybe this is the old packaging, or they have way too many of them. Whatever it is, I got what I can get, and when they're gone, they're gone. I plan to use them next week as well. Okay, so then samples. Let's talk samples. Holiday greetings. Here's the trees. So pretty. Merry Christmas, done with 2 colors of embossing powder. So the bauble was done in the gold embossing powder, and then the filigree was done with Versamark and the silver embossing powder on top. Merry and bright. Ooh, was I supposed to open these? Hello. Oh, I am. So you've got your sentiment inside, and again, it's whatever is beautiful, whatever is meaningful, whatever brings you happiness, may it be yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. That's the sentiment as part of Verses. And this one. May your holidays sparkle with joy and laughter. Here we have merry and bright. And our sentiment is, may your holidays sparkle with joy and laughter. May you have the gift of faith, the blessing of hope, and the peace of his love at Christmas time and always. See, it's easier for me to read them once they've been stamped. May you have the gift of faith, the blessing of hope, and the peace of his love at Christmas and always. Isn't that darling? So cute. We have winter wishes. May the true spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light your path. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. This time didn't use the bauble at all, the first layer. Just used the filigree on blue paper. So smart. So Michelle did that one. She helps make samples for Arc on Wild and Friends, and she helps with our samples. Merry and bright. It's not what's under the tree that matters most, it's who's around it. We have happy holidays. And may the spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light your path. Then we have whatever is beautiful, whatever is meaningful, whatever brings you happiness, may it be yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. And there's the tree. She made it a window. How smart. Happy holidays. These stencils are easy to use, and you have so much opportunity with them. And the sentiments are not your typical. Oh, I love this. A little bit out of the norm, a little bit more formal. And how cute is this? And then a shabby chic. This is just stunning. And then somebody after my own heart who matted it 14 times. And you've got the stars going on. And then our sentiment inside. So whatever is beautiful, whatever is meaningful, whatever brings you happiness, may it be yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. May the true spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light your path. Merry Christmas. And then the last one I'm going to show you, Michelle also did. And I have to call it out because it is amazing. She is amazing. And I really want to tell her how much I appreciate everything she does. She's entangled this one. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm just in awe of her talent. So entangling is the art of using the pens and making the different designs. It's done by hand. And if I didn't call her out and say just wow, thank you for doing this for us. Beautiful. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy. Remember me, the one that started 3 hours ago? Okay, so hopefully my face is not too red this time. The lights are coming on either side so they're not straight in my face, which is a help. I'm hoping that when I'm all done and I go home, because it is very late. Oh my gosh, is it late? Holy smokes, artichokes. I still have to load this. So I'll be home a little bit later, Mr. SMS. I'll see you soon. All right, you guys. So where are you going to find all this great product? Well, scrapbookingmadesimple.com for the majority of it, because the luster waxes are exclusive here. And the value on those Marvi Yoshida Just Glitter pins is here. And then the Simply Defined Kaleidoscope stencils are here. So, and if you want to shop your local independent retailer, I bet you can find similar things there to do exactly what I did here today. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy. I will see you on Monday, next Monday, for our next Make It Monday. Remember, the warehouse sale will then be over and we will be back to our $19.99 bundles. Remember, I have got a big announcement, well, an announcement on the 14th, following August 14th, following our Make It Monday event. A lot happening in the next 2 weeks. So hang with me. I'm going to do as many YouTubes and videos as I can do. I have to go out for a little bit. We have a service, a funeral service we have to go away for. So I'm going to do as much as I can, and I will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for hanging with me. Bye, everybody. Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.